As we are living through this global pandemic, I think everybody recognizes that we are struggling, that this is difficult. We are tired and we're weary, and we desperately want to return to church, return to each other and embrace and see our church family again. And I think of biblical people who were also kept apart from their community, who were kept apart from their place of worship. And it was the Israelites. The Babylonians had come and conquered Israel, and they had taken captives back to Babylon. And so the Israelites, they were unable to go to their house of worship. They were taken away from their community that gave them their identity, that nurtured their spirituality. And they were lost and they were broken. And God heard the cries of his people. God knows how broken they were, that they were being kept apart from the temple, from their homeland, from each other, from their families. And God has a word to give to them through the prophet Isaiah. And God has a word to give to us as we are kept apart from our place of worship, as we are kept apart from each other. And so I want to share a few words from Isaiah chapter 40, starting at verse 28. It says, "Have you not known? Have you not heard? The Lord is the everlasting God, the creator of the ends of the earth. He does not faint or grow weary. His understanding is unsearchable. He gives power to the faint and strengthens the powerless. Even youths will not faint and be weary, and the young will fall exhausted. But those who wait for the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings like eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint." What I get from this is that God hears our brokenness. God holds within his arms all of us and our desires to return to our place of worship, to return to each other's embrace. And God recognizes how tiring it is to be kept apart. And so the word to the Israelites are also a word to us, and a reminder that though we grow faint and weary and tired and lost in this time of pandemic exile, God does not grow weary. God does not get tired or goes faint. God is strong and steadfast. And if we rely on his strength, we will also become strong in his strength. We will not grow tired or weary or faint, and we will mount up on wings like eagles. So I know that these days are difficult. God knows that these days are difficult, and we desperately long to be with one another, to come back to worship, and hopefully that day is coming soon. But until then, let us remain strong in God, who does not grow faint or weary, but gives us strength for today and the days to come. Thanks be to God.